a little, I shouldn't say confusing, but a little wordy sometimes. So we'll just go through it. Langston, you start with this one. So it says, select all
Okay.
that apply. A right triangle can also be a blank triangle. What do you think?
Equilateral.
Yep. What else?
Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to the other ones.
Elijah, what do you think?
Scaling. Oh, my bad.
No, you guys can both. You guys can. It's only two you guys today, so you guys can just say it whenever you want.
Okay, I think the other one might be scaling.
Okay, scaling, equilateral. Can it be obtuse? If I draw, I always draw in my head. I think it could be. Oh yeah, so it could be scaling. So if we go like this, we can draw it. So scaling just means, whoops, no sides that are same. Can I draw, please? What in the world? There we go. Okay, no sides that are same. So if it looks something like that, that can be scaling. It can be right. And ISO could work too, because if I have two sides that are same, say this one and this one, okay, and then it goes up these two that are same, I could still have that. Equilateral wouldn't work because if I had equal, all sides are the same. So there's no right triangle. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? And obtuse would be, I would just have to have a bigger angle in there somewhere, so it wouldn't work. So I'm not, for these word problems, I'm not worried so much. So we can go through it a little quickly, and just shout it out what you think, and then I'll show the answer. I know you guys have to find the answer. So your guys are in a different order than mine.
Kinda. So far, it's been the same.
Okay, cool. So it says, what types of triangles have at least two acute angles? So there.
Isosceles.
Yep.
Okay, what else? What do you think, Langston?
I say right and equilateral.
Right, equilateral. Let's see what else it is. All of them. So you guys both right.
All of them.
So yeah, draw. I'm doing it in my head. Right. Yes. Obtuse. Yes, because one angle, for it to be obtuse, one angle has to be bigger than 90 and the other two are smaller. Equilateral, all of them, like I just showed you last one, and then isosceles, that works too.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, it says, what type of triangle can have obtuse angle? What do you guys think? Just shout out.
I think it might actually be all of them again.
I don't think it's all of them. Scaling.
Maybe a scaling.
Right can have an obtuse. Right doesn't. Right. Acute doesn't. I guess it could. That's just fishy. Scaling, yeah, because none of them are the same. And then ISO, so probably maybe just no, both of them, scaling and ISO. Let me ask Lauren something real fast. Hey, what's
I have a writing question.
You can for this one, because we're moving pretty fast, you can X the writing one, but we'll go over it. All right, this one, an equilateral triangle is also known as a what triangle?
A right triangle.
An equilateral triangle, could it be right? What do you think, Elijah?
Yeah, I think it's right.
Let's see if you're right. Okay, can't be right because all the sides have to be the same, and for it to be a right triangle, if I draw it, say this side is the same, right? This side's the same. Well, this side all the way over here, that's gonna be longer than all of them, right? So we're gonna find the missing side. So get to this question. And all we need to know is a triangle adds up to what? Anyone? At what degree?
Oh, my bad. 180. 180.
Thank you. 180.
My mic was muted on accident.
You good. Okay, 180. So you guys do this. An isosceles triangle has 1 degree measures of 30 degrees. What could measure the other 2 angles be? So we just have to throw that 30 into A, B, C, and D and see which one. You guys can use calculators or your phones and see which one adds up to 180. Elijah, are you still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crap.
Would you, Elijah, which one did you get adds up to 180?
The first one.
Perfect. Is there any other one, Langston?
The third one.
Perfect. So when you just add them both up, you can do it in your head. 120 plus 30 is 150 plus 30 is 180. 75 plus 75 is 150 plus 30 is 180. Both of them make a triangle. Perfect. Okay, this one says two angle measures in a scalene triangle are 47 degrees and 72 degrees. What is the measure of the third triangle? So yes, just add those 2 up.
Okay.
Okay. There's a few different ways you can do it. I'll let you guys do it and I'll ask which way you did it.
I got it, Coach Tanner.
Perfect. Elijah, you got anything?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
61.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I could show you this. I do it the way I do it. If I had my phone, I would just go like this. 180 minus 72 minus 47, and I'm left with 61. Does that make sense? Or I could do 72 plus 47 equals 119, 180 minus 118. Was it 118 or 119? 119 equals 71 too. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Couple of different ways you can do it. Okay, this one says one angle in a right triangle measures 57. What is the measure of the other acute triangle? Angle, I mean.
$123.
How'd you get that?
Well, I looked at all the other ones, and it's 90 plus 57 in my brain. I know that does not equal to 180, and then 57 plus 33 don't equal to 180, and then 123 plus 57 could potentially. So then I kind of did some mental stuff, and then I did 25. I mean, 2 plus 5, which equals 7. But then I did 3 plus 7, which equals 10. So I just added on to 180.
Good. Elijah, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's right.
All right, so let's do this together. So one angle is 57. 57. Perfect. The other, it says one angle in a right triangle. So one angle is a right triangle, so that has to be 90. So what's x? What are we missing? So we got 90 plus 57. Okay, 7, 14. So I got 147. Okay, now what do I do with that 147?
Oh, you're missing 33.
There we go. 180 minus 147 is 33. Good. So if it says right angle, don't sleep on it in the sense of don't forget you have to add the 90. Does that make sense?
Add 90. Yep.
Perfect. Elijah, good?
Yeah.
One angle in an obtuse isosceles triangle measures 40 degrees. What are the measures of the other 2 degrees? So we
Isosceles is
what? Isosceles is iso, so 2 sides are the same, but we don't even need to know that for right now because we just have to throw that 70 in and see which ones add up to 90.
Number
sorry,
3 adds up.
180.
Number 3 adds
number
up.
3.
Perfect. 100 plus 40 is 140 plus 40 is 180. Good, guys. Okay. So it says find the value of m in the following figure. Note the figure is not drawn to scale. So what in the world could we do? What do you guys think?
So it has to equal up to 180, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if we add 30 plus 33, which equals 65,
Yep.
and then we subtract that from 180, so 65 minus 180, that's 125. Wait, am I right? 125? Yeah, that's 125. Wait, I don't feel that that's right. Calculate, make sure I'm not. 180 minus 165. 15. So 115.
There you go. That sounds a little better.
And then
So we should have learned this in earlier units. These angles right here, when they're like 2 lines that are intersecting, or we have a transversal line or something, that that M is a vertical angle to this angle. So essentially this M goes right there too. So exactly what you're doing. Now we just have, I need 180 minus, if we added these 2 up, this is what, 65?
Yeah.
So what's that equal?
115.
115, and that's what that would be right there. So that works perfectly.
That's what it makes.
Makes sense, Elijah?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. In the following figure, triangle ABC is a right angle, ABC, and angle A, let's just write it in. Angle A is 42. 42. Find the angle of N. Note the figure is not drawn to scale. So with this, what do we know our triangle equals 180. We know we have 40, but really to figure this out, we need another angle. So what's our angle of B?
8 equals 42.
What? So what do we notice about this line right here and this line? What triangle is this? Is it
right?
Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna say, is it right, obtuse? I mean, a right, scalene. So it's a right. So what, Elijah? What degree is that right there?
Oh.
And equal 90.
9. Yeah, exactly. So now, what's 90 plus 42?
132.
Yeah.
132, and we just subtract. So.
And then n equals
calculators.
84. I mean 48.
48, perfect. And so a straight line adds up to 180. And it's called supplementary angles. So these are supplementary angles. So if I have 180, if it needs to add up to 180 and I already have 48, so minus 48, what am I left with?
You're left with 62. No, not 62. You're left with, yeah.
What am I left with?
132.
Well, perfect. 132. So yeah, don't, even what I did it way too fast. And we just found 48, and that's what I would have put in the answer. So I'm glad we checked. But it's asking for angle M. So angle N is 132 because a straight line adds up to 180. We already have 48, so 180 minus 48.